Hello, I'm the Twit Gamer, and we're going to be doing a Let's Play of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. It's been a long while since we did Ace Attorney, but here we are, once again, with Ace Attorney, with Justice for All. And let's just basically jump right into it. Obviously get the housekeeping out the way, you know, so if you want to support the channel, over on Patreon, you can find me there, the Twit Gamer. The link's down in the description if you want to have a look, but let's get on with it. I've got nothing else to say. We're just carrying on from where we were. Been a while since we played it. So episode 1, The Lost Turnabout. Well, yes, of course. Well, isn't this music lovely? Huff, huff. Grr. How did I get into this mess? What now, Pheonix? That's far enough. You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh dear. It's quite the dramatic intro. What? What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. What? But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence. You are no longer worthy of your title. Crushed. September 8th, 9:08 AM, District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1. What a nightmare. And I bet it was this ringtone that caused it. I really shouldn't be dozing off right before our trial starts anyway. Why have you got that as your ringtone? Beep. Huh? Looks like they hung up. Ah, good, I finally found it. Hello, hello. What the? Talk about a close call. I hate to do this to you, but it's nothing personal, Mr. Attorney. Is Phoenix Wright dead? A few minutes later, District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1. Triple dot. Ouch, my head is throbbing. Why does it feel so foggy in there? Good morning? Good morning? What's wrong? You don't look well. People are at their best first thing in the morning. Where's that fighting spirit? Sorry, but can you please turn the chattiness down? My head sorta hurts. What's with all the feathers? Roger that. Am I in trouble or something? Huh? Trouble? Oh, wait, never mind. You're a policewoman, right? Thought maybe I had done something wrong. What are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble. What? I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Life in my hands? You promised me. You said you'd prove that I was not guilty. Not guilty? Just when I thought all hope was lost. When all the other lawyers had laughed me off. Leave it to me, you said. You, the one and only Phoenix Wright, came to save the day. And just like that, I was moved to tears, sir. I'll never forget what you're doing for me. Ever. What is this girl babbling about? Actually, I really love to watch court proceedings, and I always root for you to win. When I'm off duty, I like to come here and... What's wrong? You're acting really strange, and you keep staring at me. You're making me kind of nervous, sir. Oh, sorry. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you? What? Mr. Wright, how can you say that? How can you do this to the fragile heart of a girl about to go on trial? You're absolutely horrible. No, I mean, I didn't mean it like that. Is how a defense attorney treats his client, sir? I can't believe this. No, it's just, I think you may have the wrong person. Yes, I'm Where am I? Why am I drawing a blank? The trial will begin shortly. Will the defendant and her lawyer please proceed to the court immediately? The trial's about to start. I'm counting on you in there, okay? For what? I guess I must have amnesia. You know, some flimsy excuse to go through a tutorial trial again, probably. And let's see. What can I piece together? But flimsy in this game is... What's the best way of putting it? Like, in this series, it's that sort of like... It's acceptable because it's cliche and stupid, which is exactly what you want, because it's fun. Let's see, what can I piece together? From the sound of things, it's probably safe to say that I'm a defense attorney. And that girl said I'd prove her not guilty. I can't believe I made such an irresponsible promise. Well, it wasn't irresponsible if you were really good at defense attorney, you know. Ah, someone please. Tell me this is just a bad dream. Why do I get the feeling this is one dream I won't be waking up from? Gulp. September 8th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom, number 2. Oh yes. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bride. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. What is it, Mr. Wright? Are you talking to me? Do you see any other defense attorneys here? Yes, about 6. I guess not. Now then, are you ready? I'll go and no and see what happens. What if I said no? Would that be alright? Of course it wouldn't. Why bother asking it to begin with? Actually, you see, Your Honor, my memory is kind of... The court will not hear the defense's excuses. Because the defendant is a member of the police, this case is under great scrutiny. Therefore, we must make this trial fair but swift. I believe I have told you this before. I hope you're not telling me you've forgotten. Actually, I have. Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Yes, Your Honor. As I'm sure you're well aware, the defendant is accused of killing her lover. What's worse, her lover was a fellow police officer. Policeman? You did what to a policeman? It wasn't me. Besides, Dustin and I... we weren't lovers like that. In any case, the prosecution will prove that the guilty party is none other than the defendant. Very well. Mr. Payne, please call your first witness. It's been a while, Mr. Wright. Let's see what you've learned since the last time. I won't show you any mercy this time, rookie. Okay. And who are you again? The prosecution calls Detective Dick Gumshoe to the stand. Here we go. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright. Nowhere to hide. I'm so dead. Witness, please state your name and occupation. My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. You don't look very well, detective. Well, sir, the defendant... she works under me, so... you know. You work under that detective? Yes, sir. And while I was a trainee, he was always watching out for me, sir. He's such a wonderful guy, sir. I'll never forget what he's done for me. Okay, calm down. I believe you. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Yes, sir. It happened at the park near the headquarters. Expose Park. What an odd name. Oh, God. The victim was one of the local cops, Dustin Prince. He was pushed down from the benches on the upper path, sir. Now, pay attention here. You can see already, like I'm a detective. Instincts are coming in here. Look at the time there. So looking based on that, it's probably 7 o'clock from the looks of it. Based on the position of the hands, it's like It could be 8. It's like, because of the angle, it's like, either 7 or 8. It's like, the more I look at it, the more I'm leaning towards 8, but we'll just keep an eye on it for now. So the landing beat his body up bad and snapped his neck. Ooh. The details are listed in the report that was distributed yesterday. Ah, yes, the autopsy report, correct? Oh, no. Why do I not remember getting a copy? See, everything is in order here. Even the estimated time of death is unusually well documented. The victim's watch stopped from the impact of the landing, sir. The results of the autopsy confirm the time of death. If I may, Your Honor. Prosecution would like to submit this photograph. Very well. The court accepts it into evidence. Crime photo number 1. Victim fell from the walking path above, and it seems to be about 8 p.m. based on the photo. Crime photo 1 added to the court record. Now then, I recall in yesterday's preliminary hearing, a very important piece of evidence was brought to our attention. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, sir. Yes. I guess. Mr. Wright, is your head on right today? There's a very crucial piece of evidence found under the victim's body. Was there? Have you lost your mind? Well, actually, it's just nerves. Give me a second. What? How can you talk like such an amateur? I thought you were a pro, sir. Alright, sir, I'll help you through this. At a time like this, maybe you ought to take a glance at the court record. The what? Court record. Yep, info about evidence and people involved with the case are all listed there, sir. You can look at the court record by pressing the R button. The R button, huh? You really know what you're talking about, don't you? It's too bad I'm a cop, right? Just think, I could totally be a legal aid instead. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Court is in session. Save your chit-chat for later. Sorry, Your Honor. I guess I'd better check the court record and see what I can find. What was it again? The R button? Alright, Mr. Wright, let's see if your notes are in order. What was the piece of evidence found underneath the victim's body? Well, let's look at the court record now. Well, I'm guessing the glasses, seeing as like there's nothing... Well, it says, glasses found under the victim's body. Pieces of nearsighted lenses were found nearby. Right, so... Oh, not on that just yet. So, glasses. That's simple, Your Honor. A broken pair of glasses. That's right. The victim grabbed his killer's glasses as he was being shoved, sir. Or she was just below, or someone else was below and he landed on the glasses, and held onto them as he fell. Oh, I see, maybe they were in his hand sort of thing, yes. Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye? Those glasses you're wearing. Yes, this is my spare pair. These glasses they found at the scene of the crime are not mine. I swear, sir. You sure about that? Look, it was a coincidence that on the same day, I accidentally stepped on mine. A coincidence, she says. Your Honor, I have further evidence to present. Oh? You have more? And this evidence is very decisive. Very well. Let's hear from our witness about this evidence. Witness testimony, decisive evidence. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area, but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. Don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. Doesn't necessarily mean... Yeah, but doesn't necessarily mean that it's like, that's who did it. It could just be, that's the last thing he was writing, that's the last person he was thinking of before he died, sort of thing. Also, hold on a minute, we'll get through this, I just got a thought. With this piece of evidence and the glasses, it's hard not to say she's the culprit. This is a picture of the writing, Your Honor. Why, this is... Yes, I can see her name is clearly written here. Prosecution would like to submit this picture. Understood? The court accepts it into evidence. Crime photo number 2 added to the court record. As if the glasses alone didn't make you look suspicious. The victim even wrote your name clear as day on the ground. But I already told you those glasses aren't mine. And how do you explain his dying message? It's a conspiracy. I'm not guilty, sir. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine? This is it. I'm counting on you. Hey, sure, but what am I supposed to do? What? This isn't like you at all. Normally, this is the part where you get in the witnesses' faces. Get in their faces and do what? I guess there's no way around it. I'm going to lend you a hand. The prosecution's witnesses all hide things from the court, which means they lie from time to time. Lie? But isn't that detective your superior? Well, even if they don't mean to lie, sometimes people just remember things wrong. Like that detective. He just sort of looked like a scatterbrain. I like how he's looking around like, no, like, what? Is someone talking about me? Where am I? Doesn't matter. Either way, it's bad for us, sir. That's why, when you question the witness, you have to find and expose their lies. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Talk about trial by fire, here goes nothing. As long as I can expose the lies, we should be alright. Decisive evidence. Just one thing. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses under the victim's body, sir. Right, so... one thing I want to check here. Yeah. It's when I accidentally went to that, I was like, wait, that's a different name. Yes, it said the same, but it's a different name, it's spelled different. It's like Maggie, rather than Maggie. I don't know how to say it differently. Computer. You get what I mean. So, during his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area, and he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. Right, so. Present that. Objection! Triple dot. What is it? What? What's come over me? Without thinking, I just blurted out, objection. And I yelled it at the top of my lungs, finger outstretched, ready to take on my opponent. What a rush. Detective Gumshoe. You talking to me, pal? Please state the defendant's name for me. No, Jesus, come back here! What are you trying to prove? With this futile exercise, Mr. Wright. You'll see. This is the very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer. The defendant's name, if you please. Where's this ridiculous question coming from? The defendant's name is Maggie Bride. I think someone needs to check the court record. What? It says right here that it's Maggie Bride. Looks like the bird caught the cat napping. What's going on here? I have no idea either, sir. As you can see, the victim did indeed leave the name Maggie. However, the defendant's name is actually spelled Maggie. This is a blatant contradiction of facts. Oh, how about that? Hadn't even noticed. But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell her name correctly. Conjecture. May I remind you that it was you who said that the defendant is accused of killing her lover? If they were truly lovers, it would be impossible for him to have not known her name. No. Oh, this is very true. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor? Are you absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, dust imprints, were in fact lovers. Yes, I am quite certain, Your Honor. They were a well-known couple in the police force. Detective Gumshoe. Please testify for the court the relationship between the victim and the defendant. Yes, sir. Dustin and Maggie. Officer Prince and Officer Bride had been going out for about half a year. Sounded like they were even talking about marriage. Oh. The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Officer Bride, had gotten Officer Prince a present. It was something she had brought over 2 months ago. Bought? I should know, because she came to me to ask what she should get for him. Oh, those two sound like they were close. Nevertheless, tragedy struck. Yes, I see. You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Wright, about what? What? Dustin and Maggie. Gonna need to press him, probably. Officer Prince and Officer Bride had been going out for about half a year. Let's press him for more info here. Hold it. How do you know about this? Every year in March, we have a training camp for us cops. Officer Bride, also a rookie at the time, and she and Officer Prince seemed to hit it off. They got close, I take it. Actually, I was supposed to go too, but I couldn't pay the deposit for the trip, so I didn't. If only I had gone on that trip. What is it? Oh, nothing, sir, really. Anyway. My. Sounded like they were even talking about marriage. How do you know that? Give me more info here. Marriage? Wasn't the victim 8 years older than her? What? You saying a guy's gonna marry someone the same age as himself, pal? No, that's not what I meant at all. Detective Gumshoe and Dustin were only a year apart, you know. I think this fella has a ways to go before marriage. Mind your own business, pal. The incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. How do you know that? I need more info, a lot more info. The day of the incident, you mean September 6th? Yeah. The victim, Officer Prince, had just gotten off duty at 5:30 p.m. that day. And since Maggie's night shift hadn't started yet, they went to the park for a bit. I remember when I was young and in love. Oh, it was a jolly time. That's great, Your Honor. I'm glad you're such a cheerful old man. Maggie, Officer Bride, had gotten Officer Prince a present. What's the present? You seem to know a lot about the defendant. Well, that's because I'm her boss, and I've got to watch out for my subordinates. But even what she was going to give as a present, is that going a bit too far? Hey pal, watch what you say. I know everything that happens under me. If someone so much as scratches there, I really don't need to know that much. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness. I agree. Even if the witness has a crush on the defendant, that should not be the point of discussion at this time. Whoa, wait a second. Why are we talking about this? It's all your fault, pal. You're guilty, guilty, guilty. I should have you arrested. I think the good detective is about done here. There's something she had bought over 2 months ago. What? Just tell me what? Over 2 months ago? Yep. She's a very considerate woman, pal. So, what's this birthday present? You got him a glove. A single glove? Why would you only give him one? Actually, Your Honor, the glove in question is a baseball glove. Well, that makes sense. Oh, I see. A baseball glove. Officer Prince was a huge baseball fan. A baseball glove, I'm gonna have to press further. It seems relevant to something. It's gotta be. It's the only thing we can get from this, other than the fact he's got a crush. Just now, I believe you said that the present was something she had bought over 2 months ago. Yeah? Are you saying she bought the glove at a store that far in advance? Nah, nothing like that, pal. Then, what is it like? She ordered it. It was custom made. Custom made. The glove was custom made. Yep, that's what I said. So the glove was custom made. Your Honor, I really don't see how this glove is related to this case. Yes, it would seem that there is little relevance. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Do you think this glove is really relevant to this case? Of course it's relevant. I don't know where this will lead me, but... Of course it is relevant. That glove is the key to this whole case. Yes, bluffing to the max. Shush. Now this is the Mr. Wright I know. I'm so happy you're back, sir. I was wondering how long it'd take. This is great. Pressing people. Feels like I've done this before. So I used to do this to squeeze information for even the most tight-lipped people. Very well. If you are that convinced, then let's hear some more about the matter. Actually, I brought the glove with me today. And? Why didn't you say so earlier? Hurry and show the glove to the court? Well, I didn't think you had anything to do with this case. Anyway, this is it, sir. It's rather yellow, isn't it? Baseball glove added to the court record. Yeah, I got nothing on that. It's just like, well, I have to pursue something. Officer Prince really liked the color yellow. And that's why you had the special order it. Yep, that's right. That's one other reason. But tell me what it is. I think this court has heard enough. It is clear that the victim and the defendant were involved with each other. Yes, that's correct, Your Honor. Now, if that is true, it brings up an important question. Was the name Maggie really written by the victim? I see your point, Your Honor. Detective Gumshoe, please tell the court a little more about the name on the ground. Yes, sir. Writing on the ground. We first looked into the handwriting. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. We found that there was sand trapped under the victim's fingernail. There were also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. From this, we could confirm that the victim wrote the name with his right hand. Yes, a perfectly logical conclusion. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Thank you, Your Honor. And I'm actually going to use that as a point to end this part. Yes. So we'll see you in the next part, when we cross-examine writing on the ground. So we'll see you then. Ta-ta. For now.